Hello, people, and welcome to a new episode. Today, I want to talk about something that can completely change the way you live, the way you work, and the way you move through your life. I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, vision. A lot of people have goals. They want more money, more results, a higher rank, a bigger house, more freedom, more time, more possibilities. All of that can matter. But a goal and a vision are not the same thing. A goal is usually one thing you want to reach. A vision is the bigger picture. It is the life you want to build. It is the direction behind your work. It is the image of the future that gives meaning to what you do today. A clear vision gives direction to your daily life. And this is exactly why so many people feel stuck. Very often, they are not stuck because they are lazy. They are stuck because they are busy without a clear direction. They wake up, go to work, solve problems, answer messages, pay bills, handle responsibilities, go back to sleep, and then repeat the same cycle again. Days pass, weeks pass, and at some point they start feeling that something is missing. Even though life from the outside may still look fine. They are moving, but they are not moving towards something clear enough to pull them. That is where vision becomes so important. I always like to explain this with one very simple picture. Imagine you want to build your dream house. You sit down with an architect and tell him you want to build the home you will live in for many years. Now imagine he answers like this. Perfect. Tell me which room you want first. We'll build one room, then later we'll see what comes next. You would probably leave that office immediately. Nobody wants to build a house like that. You want to see the whole picture first. You want to know where the kitchen is, how the bedroom feels, what the garden looks like, where the lights come in, and how the whole place fits together. Once that picture is clear, then you start building. That feels normal to everyone. And yet, many people live their life in the exact opposite way. They move from one day to the next, from 1 month to the next, from one problem to the next, without ever stepping back and asking themselves what the full picture should actually look like. A lot of people are building their life room by room, without ever seeing the whole house. That creates a strange kind of emptiness. You can be active and still feel lost. You can work hard and still feel like life is passing you by. You can even look successful from the outside and still feel disconnected inside. I know this because I lived it myself. There was a phase in my life where from the outside things looked successful. I had built a company, I had responsibility, I had business results. Many people would probably have said, this guy is doing well. But inside, my vision was gone. I no longer had a clear picture of where I wanted my life to go. I had movement, but no strong pull. I had work, but not enough fire behind it. And once that bigger picture disappears, you feel it everywhere. Your energy changes, your mood gets heavier, your patience gets shorter, and even the way you look at other people starts shifting. That phase taught me something important. Money alone is not enough. Activity alone is not enough. Even success from the outside is not enough when the future inside your mind is blurry. Then, network marketing came into my life and something changed. It did not only give me a business, it gave me a bigger picture again. It gave me something to build toward. It gave me a reason to think further ahead again. And once that happened, my days changed completely. I started waking up differently. I started working differently. I started making decisions differently. That is why I always say a real vision does not push you, it pulls you. Pressure can move a person for a short time. A strong vision can pull someone for years. That difference matters. Once the future becomes clear enough in your mind, your daily actions stop feeling random. You understand much faster what deserves your time and what does not. You stop saying yes to everything. You become more selective. You become more focused. And that is one of the hidden powers of a real vision. A strong vision pulls you better than pressure ever can. And there is another mistake many people make here. They create goals for business, but they never build a vision for life. They may say, I want to make 10,000 a month, or I want to hit the next rank, or I want to grow my team. Those are business goals, and there is nothing wrong with them. But a serious person has to ask one more question. For what? What is that money going to do in your life? What will that growth actually make possible? What kind of life are you trying to create through the business? If you never answer that, then even business success can start feeling empty after a while. This is why I believe your business vision and your life vision have to work together. Your business is one vehicle, your life is the bigger destination. I often picture it like a train running on two rails. On one side, you have the business. Income, growth, performance, leadership, momentum. On the other side, you have your life, your family, your home, your health, your experiences, your freedom, and the things you want to live, not just the things you want to earn. Both rails matter. Too much focus on business alone creates imbalance. Too much dreaming about life without building the business side creates another kind of imbalance. A strong life needs both. Your business should support your life vision, not replace it. This is where many people need to become more honest. They say they want success, but when you ask what that success should create, the answer becomes weak very quickly. That usually means the picture is still too small or too unclear. And that is okay in the beginning. Your vision does not need to be perfect from day one. A lot of people think they need one final picture for the next 20 years before they can even begin. Life does not work like that. Vision grows with you. As you grow, your standards grow. As you believe more in yourself, you allow yourself to imagine more. As you see more what is possible, the picture becomes bigger and clearer. So if your vision still feels incomplete, that does not mean something is wrong. It simply means you are still growing into it. What matters is that you do not stay without a picture at all. Even an early vision is better than drifting with no direction. And once that picture becomes clearer, one more thing has to happen. At some point, the vision has to become concrete. A beautiful idea can stay beautiful for years without changing your life. The moment you give it direction, time, and some form of commitment, it starts becoming more real. For example, if you say, one day I want to build my dream home, that sounds nice. But if you say, I want to do that within 5 years, and this is the path I want to build toward, something changes in your mind. The future stops floating in the distance and starts becoming something you can move toward. That is why dates matter. They do not make the vision less inspiring, they make it more real. A dream with no direction can stay a dream for a very long time. Once your vision is clear enough, daily life becomes easier to read. You notice faster which habits fit your future and which ones are pulling you away from it. You understand better which people help you think bigger and which people keep your mind small. You become more careful with your time because you finally know what you are protecting. That is one of the hidden strengths of vision. It does not only inspire you, it helps you simplify your life. Without a clear vision, life becomes noisy very quickly. With a strong vision, many decisions become clearer. Not always easier, but clearer. And clarity is powerful. So if you take one thing from this episode, let it be this. Do not build your life room by room without ever stepping back to look at the whole house. Sit down and ask yourself what the bigger picture should look like. How do I want to live? What kind of family life do I want? What kind of home do I want? What kind of work do I want to wake up for? What kind of person do you want to become while building all of it? And start here. Then let the business support that future. Then give the important goals direction and time. Then let that vision pull you. A clear vision changes the way you live today. And before we close, let me add one quick side note. This is one of the reasons I wrote Moonshot. Over the years, I saw how many people had ambition, but no bigger picture behind it. They wanted more, but they could not describe clearly what more should actually look like. Moonshot goes deeper into mindset, structure, and long-term thinking in network marketing. And if you want to build this business in a serious way, you can find the link in the description below. Now, let's bring this home very simply. If life has felt heavy lately, the answer may not always be more effort. Sometimes what is missing is a stronger future in your mind. Once that future becomes clear enough, your decisions start changing, your days start changing, and your work begins to feel connected to something bigger than the next task in front of you. That is what vision does. It gives meaning to the work, direction to the day, and strength to the journey. Alright, that's it for today. If this episode gave you value, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. And before you move on with your day, take a few quiet minutes and write down what you actually want your life to look like. Not what sounds impressive, not what other people expect, what you really want. Thank you for being here and see you in the next episode.